We can expect two, maybe more hike in Europe with the ECB, one in July and one in September. It's already priced by the market. Regarding the US, we expect that the Fed will hike again probably in July, 25 bips again. But we don't think that the Fed will hike again, in fact, because we start to see a deterioration in the macro data in the US and even in Europe. So the recession will be probably in the US first, and the Europe will follow after. It's true that since, I would say, 1 year ago now, we have reached some high level in terms of yield. Before 2022, the yield for government bonds or investment grade bonds were close to zero. And now we have reached a level like 4% or 4.5% for investment grade bonds, between 3 and 4% for government bonds. So it's quite high. It's very attractive. And if you look at the high yield market, for example, now we reach level around, it depends on the ratings, but could be between 6 and 8%. So it's true that today you have this carry, which is high. And even if we can expect a recession and so a credit spread widening, so credit spread under pressure, it's true that this level of carry could protect or compensate the negative performance that you can have if we have a credit spread widening.
It's true that when you are talking about high yield, you are thinking about default rate. And the thing is that the current default rate is quite low. And we don't expect this rate to increase that much because companies are currently in a good financial health. And on top of that, they don't have a lot of bonds to refinance in the coming quarters. So it means that you don't have a lot of opportunities for companies to default. And if you look at the current spreads level, they already priced a slight increase in default rates. But it's true that when recession will hit, it's likely that investors will demand a higher premium on their bonds. And so we can expect a spreads widening. But when you look at the current carry of the asset class, which is above 7%, it offers you a cushion against the spreads widening. And on top of that, you can add also the interest rate duration, that interest rates are expected to decrease if we are entering into a recession. So it could add another layer of protection. So that's why we think that for a medium-term investor, it makes sense to start building a position today and gradually increase the exposure in the coming months when spreads will start to widen. Well, it's a difficult question because inflation data are moving quite quickly. October last year, we peaked at 10% in the Eurozone, and now today we're at 5.5%, and we expect this rate to decrease further in the coming months. When you look at the investment grade universe, the yield today is at 4%. So on a real basis, you are in fact losing money. The only asset within the fixed income that could compensate for higher inflation is high yield, because today the yield is at 7%. So you could expect an outperformance of around 2% versus inflation, even if, of course, this performance is not guaranteed because there are a lot of moving parts on inflation and on spreads also.